So when we found out, I have this online journal that I sometimes write in, and this is an entry that I made around the time when we found out. It says, Charles Dickens' A Tale of Two Cities begins with the line, "It was the best of times, it was the worst of times." Sometimes I think this totally describes how our lives are playing out right now. It is the best of times because our life is richer, fuller, funner, more connected, more genuine, and more grateful. And we see before us daily the gifts we have in the people we are blessed to know, as well as the inexplicable peace and presence of God. At the same time, sometimes it seems we are in a nightmare we can't wake up from, a never-ending barrage of appointments, tests, side effects, adjustments, compromises, disappointments, and uncertainties. There have been days when I have been sidelined due to fatigue or pain, and I wonder how all the details of our lives will come together. But even in those moments when life seems too difficult, we are constantly reminded that nothing can happen to me or my family that is beyond the reach of the inescapable love of God, and that nothing can snatch us from the palm of His hand, and that He will give us the grace and strength to endure any circumstance He places us in. We are so thankful to know the peace and forgiveness of Jesus, because this gives us confidence, not fear, to face the future. Now, through cancer, He is redeeming me from my sin. When you face a situation where you're kind of, wondering about death, it seems so much more realistic, then it causes you to be introspective and look at things in your life. Well, nothing like getting a life-threatening illness, kind of burns that fakeness out of you. And so it's been a really good process of just exposing the state of sinfulness that I was living in. And it's been really eye-opening and just a blessing, really, to have God just reveal areas of sinfulness in my life. So I brought this bolt of ribbon to show, I'm just kind of as a illustration of what our lives might look like. Imagine, this isn't really a totally accurate picture because God is not limited by time and space, but just for purposes of our 3D limitations, I'm going to use this ribbon as an example of our lives. This part here, this pink part right here, is our life on earth. This is time from here to eternity. This is our lives on earth. And, we tend to spend so much time focusing just on here, to where we're not thinking about and not getting ready for this. And the thing is, like maybe my life would look like this. Maybe it's half of what I thought I should have or an average person would have. But I get all this, and so that gives me great hope for the future. Like we struggle thinking, well, I'm just going to put all my energy into here, and maybe I'm right here in my life, and I'm going to do all my planning so I can have a good retirement. So I'm planning for here, not this. Or maybe you're in college here and you're thinking, oh, well, I want to get married and I want to get a good job and I want to get a house. That's my goal in life, But what we really need to do is look beyond here. And so, again, as Hebrews said, let us hold unswervingly to the hope we profess. And because I have this hope, because I have this relationship with Jesus and this promise of a future spent with Jesus, spent in heaven, I don't have to despair. And so there's things that are heartbreaking about our situation, but the Bible describes the life on this earth as a vapor. So even though things are hard, in the scheme of eternity, it's just a moment.